Hi, I'm Barry, this is Mega City Gaming, and this is Fireteam Zero unboxing. So, I've had this a while. It's second hand. My friend sent it to me. He found it on like eBay, and it was second hand, very good condition, kind of, and yeah, he sent it to me because we played it at his house in Germany and we had a very good time, and I said I liked it, so anyway, he sent it to me. This is one of the biggest boxes I have. It is, let me just show you the box. Let me just show you the size of this box. Look at that. It's bigger than Massive Darkness. Right, so what do we got? It is a squad tactics and horror board game. Yeah, it's a co-op versus AI, and this is what you get in the box. You get a number of player characters, some support characters which buff your player characters, and a whole bunch of minis and some lots of cards and all kinds of stuff. Right, let's have a look. So why am I unboxing this now? I'll tell you why. Because there was a Kickstarter for a reprint, and I kickstarted a load of expansions, and I just got them like yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. Anyway, first thing you see when you open the box is a very cool logo here. So this is by Emergent Games, by the way. So you see the logo on the top, and then you got a box of miniatures, I think. Let's have a look. Right, pull these puppies out. So this is slightly damaged because it's second hand. I think it wasn't used, but it was opened, and it was also sent all over the world. So like everything I buy. There we go. Right, so have a look at the miniatures. These are the big ones, the larger miniatures. We've got like this one comes out the ground like a worm. We've got a thing made of skulls, and the top one is like a maw monster, that kind of thing. Really nice. The bases on the large miniatures are also detailed, which is nice. We have the smaller miniatures. So like a zombie carrying machetes and stuff. Yeah, scary stuff. This is like a World War II Cthulhu kind of game. So the setting is like 1940, 19 whatever. Oh, this is like looks like he's got a Kopesh, but yeah, he's kind of warped into like an alligator or lizard kind of skull thing. Right, that one is something out of It. It's like a upside down head poking out the chest, humanoid head upside down poking out the chest. It's got like spider legs kind of thing, and it's got kind of a mouth here. It really is like out of the It film. And then here you got the characters. You got the guy with daggers and a gas mask, guy with a shotgun. This one's got a square base. He's showing a badge with a pentagram on it. Special Forces, Department X kind of thing. A lady with a submachine gun. Guy with a rifle and a helmet and some webbing and a pistol. Kind of like a Marine or something. Does that go like that? With these trays, I never get them in the right place again. Guy throwing a grenade, again with World War II American Army uniform, kind of. Right, let's see what else we got. The second layer of miniatures. We got these things, kind of, I think these are markers, kind of flames with skulls and skeletons in them. We've got these monsters with huge mouths and skeletoid tongues and lots of arms and stuff. And this thing, which is kind of similar to that, but a smaller one, and it looks like this is how it started life, as a humanoid with a thing coming out its mouth, and it's still wearing the army uniform, although ripped up. Right, we have a D12. I think that's for placing spawn points. We have this one, which is a special die, which I think gives the monsters an extra move, possibly. So it kind of randomizes their effectiveness. And we've got these really big, chunky, these are huge dice, really satisfying rolling these on the table. As long as you don't have a flimsy glass table, you're fine. So you've got your ranged attacks, your melee attacks, and your grenade attacks, or throwing attacks. Yeah. So those are the successes for those. Right. Get that out of it. Get out of it. We got a very cool mission briefing pack, which tells you about each mission, how to set it up, how to put the boards, where to put the main boss, where to start, and objectives and stuff like that. It's obviously done in the kind of World War II mission briefing style, with kind of handwritten stuff, or typed on a very old typewriter stuff. Right, this is the threat track. This keeps getting worse and worse and worse until, you know, Cthulhu pops out the ground, or wherever he comes from. We have the rulebook, huge but not very thick rulebook. Tells you what's in the box, how to play. I remember we figured out the rules. It was a little tricky for us to figure it out. We didn't play with this copy. We played with my friend's copy in Germany, and we figured it out with the help of German beer, and it was really fun. We got some really stunning looking cards, tiles. We've got like the laboratory, or you know, kind of base insidey bits. We've got the outsidey bits. One criticism I heard on the internet was that these tiles aren't numbered, and it can be time consuming to, you know, figure out which tiles are being used, especially when you're looking at the outsidey bits, which are kind of pretty similar. So, but the artwork on them is absolutely stunning. I tell you, stunning, stunning. So you got lots of different styles. What else we got? Oh, this is a huge box. So we got a CD. This CD doesn't have music. It has the mission briefings from the rulebook. The mission briefing book. So if you have a CD player and you don't like reading, you can just listen to the mission briefing, and it uses character actors, voice actors and stuff like that. It's really atmospheric and good stuff. So I popped out the tokens a while ago. I forgot I did that. We've got the twist deck, which goes onto here. We've got cards. We've got demolition cards, close combat cards, and recon cards, and objective cards. Right, so I think I remember these. Each character has a different speciality, and so basically if you've got like a close combat character, that's your deck, and the number of cards you have in your hand is your health, and I think, and then if you spend, you can, like, each card has a defensive or aggressive thing, so you can either attack with that card, put it down, you can attack, or you can defend. So if you spend all your cards attacking, you don't have any defense, and so on. So it's actually a really cool, quite original game as far as I'm concerned anyway. Right, I'm just going to clear all this out of the way, and we're going to have a look at the new shinies. So the Kickstarter, the second Kickstarter, the reprinting came out, and they made available once more, or they are part of the Kickstarter as add-ons. You could get all the expansions for it, including card decks and all kinds of stuff. Right, so this is the first one. I haven't opened this yet. This is the Africa cycle. So let's have a look on the back. What have we got? So we've got cards, we've got miniatures, and we've got boards. Right, okay, I'm just going to read the fluff. I have to turn it the right way around for this, it's quite early in the morning. Africa, 1943. As war rages across the blood-stained African deserts, a new artifact awakens in a secret German lab on the Algerian border. The Thorn Spawn have risen. This expansion for Fireteam Zero takes the fight for humanity's survival to the war-torn deserts of northern Africa. Right, there you go. Right, let's see. So this is an expansion. You need the core box to play, which is why I just showed you the core box. Also contains a CD with audio tracks for each briefing and mission. That's a really cool thing. I am going to rip the CDs into MP3 because I don't have a CD player apart from on my laptop, so just for convenience. Right, I'm opening it up. So it says 1 to 4 players and 1 to 2 hours, 14 plus. Yeah, some of the descriptions are pretty horrifying, so 14 plus at least, in my opinion. So here we got the game rules. This is literally a pamphlet. Yeah, one piece of paper pamphlet. That's good. Just tells you what's in the box. New missions, upgrade cards, gear cards. Right. Doesn't really tell you any rules except how to use some of the cards. Right, okay. Put that there. Hopefully I can incorporate all this extra stuff into the core box, because the core box is massive and I have limited space. CD. Right. Here we go. It's the same style as the other box, the core box, which is great. So we've got Blood Sacrifice. We've got Standalone Mission, Black Tooth, all kinds of stuff. Right. Okay, there we've got gear cards. We've got twist cards, some more twists, and recon cards. Yeah. Awesome. Not sure how the gear cards work in the game, to be honest, yet. I guess they're just extra attacks or defenses. Let's see the miniatures. Ooh, Groot. I am Groot. Yeah, this is totally Groot. Look at that. I am Groot. Yeah. That is so Groot. Although this came out way before the film, but of course the IP's been around before that. This is like a tree monster thing, but not like Lord of the Rings style. This is more Cthulhu style. And we got kind of spidery things made of twisty vines and stuff like that. So 3 kinds of monster in that. Right. And as this is new, this is all nicely packed. Yeah. And not busted up like my core box. Right. Oh, that's interesting. What a lot of spare card. Might have to use that for something. So we've got some tokens. Not sure what they do yet. Very few tokens. It's a breath of fresh air, isn't it? Only a few tokens. And then we've got 4 boards. So we've got the campsite boards, looks like, or kind of African town, kind of Algerian, traditional Algerian style, World War II. Imagine Indiana Jones kind of thing. Looks like nighttime as well. And then this side we've got the German laboratory cages and all kinds of things in there. Yeah, what a horrible, horrible place to be. Awesome. Right. So that was the Africa cycle. Right, what else have I got? I have even more stuff. Oh, it's underneath everything, right? Just excuse me, just a second. Professional to the last. Don't have enough space. That's the problem. The Europe cycle. What have we got in here? I just need to grab some tea. Ah, thirsty work. Right. We have cards, miniatures, tiles, CD. I'm going to read what it says on the back. Face the bloodless in the old country. As winter grips the eastern front, fallen soldiers from all nations are used to give rise to a new army. Fallen soldiers from all nations are used to give rise to a new army, one driven by a single will towards an unspeakable purpose. Fight for the survival of mankind across the frozen battlegrounds of Eastern Europe in this expansion for Fireteam Zero. Wow, Eastern Europe, that's cool. I didn't realise it was the Eastern Front, or at least Eastern Europe. That's cool. Because, you know, being from England, and my very skewed historical knowledge, I always just go ahead and assume that European World War II would be like Normandy and all that. Yeah, totally skewed. So apologies for that. Yep, come on. Right. So again, we have the Europe cycle. This is like a one-page or one-piece pamphlet. What you get in the box: new missions, specialist cards, upgrade cards, focus cards, and how to set up. Right. Yep, I'm going to read that at some point. I need to reread the core rules because it's been a while. CD, yes. I noticed that they don't write on here that this is the Europe cycle. So, because I'm going to put all these together. So I'm going to have 3 CDs with identical artwork, and I'm not going to know which one is which. However, I am going to rip the CDs, and then I'll know. Right. And anyways, the CDs are basically just reading the script from the mission book. Right. This is Field Guide, Africa Expansion, Operations and Standalone Missions. What? Isn't this Europe? What? What? Woo. Right, the Europe cycle. Aha, I see. That's lucky. Right, so the Europe expansion was in the Africa box, and the Africa expansion was in the Europe box. So I have both. Don't panic, don't panic. Right. So anyway, we had a look at the Europe one. Let's have a look at the Africa one. Right, sticks and bones, between the bones of the earth, and then standalone mission, clockwork, standalone mission, lost and found. So the Africa book is slightly thicker than the Europe book, only by like 1 page or something. Right, I panicked there for a minute, but yeah, that's fine. Right, objective cards, more twist cards, and leader cards, and there might be some other cards in there inside that. Ooh. Ooh, at least they got the right miniatures in this one. So once again we have a large miniature. That's got like mushrooms growing out of it. Kind of some kind of carapace thing. It's like a real... Yeah, it actually looks like a mushroomy kind of monster with beep, 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 tentacles and stuff. Yeah, again with the spiders and these things, which are slightly less Groot than the previous box. Right, there we go. Next. We've got these counters that look like witchcraft things, and some other counters. I'm not sure what they are, but a lot more counters than the Africa cycle. Next. Right, wow, look at the art on that. That is freaking amazing. Again, these don't have any indication, like numbers or whatever, like the old Zombicide tiles. Wow, look at that. It's like some kind of cult temple or something. Right. And that looks like some kind of military area, base or something, or even what's left of a town. Right, awesome. Right, is that it? No, it's not it. That is not it. No. Let's move that all out of the way. Tidy that up in a minute. Right. Upside down. There we go. We've got Monster Pack A. That's what you get in a box. And let me just read the fluff. Monster Pack A. Think you've seen the worst that the artifacts can throw at you? Not even close. Challenge your squad with these all new creatures from Fireteam Zero, each with their own unique and devastating abilities. Right, so in here we've got Daughter of Typhon, Whispering Fetch, Flensing Tree, Infesting Queen, and Grim Imposter. With cards, of course. Right. Awesome. So these are the miniatures. So we've got like a, oh, this is definitely not Groot. Flensing Tree. Yeah, I guess that is creepy as anything. There's no detail on the bases. I'm gonna have to do something with the bases. Wow, it's kind of like a snake wormy thing, all coiled up. Yeah, there's a tree thing, wooden thing anyway, with a giant maw here and face in the hands. I've kind of seen something like that before, but it is creepy as hell anyway, creepy as hell. This is like either a child or a small lady with kind of arachnid legs sticking out her back and carrying her along. That is, again, that's creepy as anything. We got something that used to be one man or one person split twain at the waist and becoming two people with branches coming out for the arms. Wow. And the cards. So these are all cards for these things, I guess. Whispering Fetch. A Whispering Fetch may not be attacked at range 0. So this thing can't attack it in the same zone, basically. Wow. Yeah, I won't read all of them. Oh, I see. I see. So we've got English versions and French versions of each card, which is cool. That's cool. I wonder why there were so many cards, but yeah. English and French version. That's cool. I do like it when they do multi-language cards and rules. So good on them. Right, next. This is Monster Pack B. So I think there are C, D and E as well. I went for these because these two for me were quite original miniatures, meaning I didn't have anything similar from other games, and they're also very different from the other miniatures in the core box and everything like that. I do find Cthulhu type miniatures can get a bit samey, you know. There's only so many tentacles and stuff like that that you can do and still be original, and so there we go, lots of plastic. Right, and the information on the back is exactly the same as Pack A, just the pictures are different. We've got Eldivore, Artifact Wraith, Eater of the Dead, Ether Husk and Commander Gates. Cards. Wow, that is, look at that. Whoa, it's like there's a guy or person or half a guy, a torso and a head anyway, inside a mechanical construct with kind of organic biological tentacly bits. Wow, it's like a, yeah, that is some kind of messed up experiment that went horribly wrong, and now it's coming to get you. Wow. We have, whoa, I don't even want to touch it, this thing. That is absolutely disgusting. Coming out the ground. Sucking your brains out. Yeah. This thing's got wings and spidery hands, and at the end of each spidery hand is a mouth, and it's got a horrible circular gaping maw at the front and a stinger. So it's got everything you could possibly want and more. This thing, it's like a kind of a wraith kind of thing, and it's made, the cloak at least is made of skulls. So wow, that'd be cool to paint. And this one, kind of a giant horrible thing with huge hands and feet, and it's got in its hand, it's clutching a dead torso. Right, awesome. And cards as well. So I'll read the Artifact Wraith. Robe of Souls. So like I said, skulls everywhere. If a hero ends the turn in an Artifact Wraith's location, it immediately performs a 2 brawl attack against them. Wow. So if you end up in the same square as this thing, it immediately attacks. Right, that isn't everything. I just remembered I got more stuff hidden away under here with my textbooks. Okay, right. So we've got also mission pack, mission generator. I haven't even opened that yet. We've got mission pack, team challenge mission. So it's got 4 new missions: countdown, war of attrition, hold the line and exit strategy. And this one is an event pack with 30 cards in it, compatible with all sets and add-ons. Right, I'm not going to bore you by just reading out cards and stuff like that, but these are cool. And I didn't receive the stretch goal pack because my Kickstarter was one of the first lot to get sent out because I'm in Asia and they're sending it from Hong Kong. So obviously the first batch, oh, we forgot to add the stretch goal. So they're going to send us stretch goals soon, and I'll probably do an add-on video or something. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment below.